Hey guys, I'm Angela and welcome back to Hobby Nights. As you might know, it's Lego month on the channel and I realized as I was looking around that I need supplies for my Lego city. So I'm going to take you out on a little bit of a shopping excursion today. We're going to go to not only the Lego store, but also my local Bricks and Minifigs. Let's go ahead and shop. Can we make a Christmas tree out of Lego?
Not out of Louis Vuitton Lego.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. All right, we are at the Pick-a-Brick wall, and it's a pretty nice one. They have a couple of empties, but honestly, there's a pretty good selection here. I'm really liking, although I've gotten plenty of them, so I don't need any more, liking the holiday pieces. Like this piece right here, I have so many of. I got so many of them when I first came in here, saw these, and just like went to town. I really don't think I need more. So the main thing that I'm actually interested in is some of the stuff that's on the bottom here. Because you can kind of see, we've got some bigger plates, and that is what I am wanting. Specifically, I think I'm gonna grab some of maybe these tans. I definitely want to get a variety of these greens here, as well as these grays. And I even see some blues, and because we now have the Monkey Kit ship, I think it would be awesome to go ahead and get a Mills plate set up for that so we can stick it down and have it end up being in the harbor. So let's go ahead and get out our cups and we'll actually start getting some Pick-a-Bricks. All right, while the Chaos Cultist is busy at the Pick-a-Brick, I want to take a look around the store and see what else I might want to get, because they definitely have some cute options and we're trying to hit a $150 spend so that we can get one of the extra gift with purchase with it. So let's take a look around. I'm really interested in some of these holiday sets, although I will admit I'm not seeing the Christmas tree, and I'm really hoping that I find it somewhere else in the store because I really kind of wanted it. It's been out for a little while. I've already got the wreath and I built that. It's super cute, but I want to get the Christmas tree to go along with it. So let's take a look around. We've got some Duplo stuff over here along with some Disney princess things, which are fine, but not really my jam. Although I will admit this Encanto set, sorry, definitely intrigues me. I really like the look of this one. And I've seen a really cool mock that I think uses two of them to make it enclosed. So I might pick this one up. But right now we also have some like cool creator stuff, which I've gotten a bunch of these and I really like the Downtown Noodle Shop. They totally blend with all of the Monkey Kids stuff that I have. There's also some new Avatar stuff that's out, which is kind of neat, but it doesn't really intrigue me. I was not a huge fan, but it's kind of neat to look at. I will admit, okay, that sort of looks like a Dread Knight, doesn't it? Like, I feel like you could convert it if it was a different color scheme to be a Gray Knight's Dread Knight, and it almost works. Maybe it could be a base for a Dreadnought too. That'd be kind of neat. Let's see what else we've got. Couple more creator sets down there. Ooh, and now we're getting into the Friends sets. So I actually really like the Friends sets. Not a big fan of the dolls in them, but I really like the fact that the Friends sets have a lot of mocks to turn them into really cute buildings for cities. And I've done that a number of times. Like this is one that I really want to get specifically to do that with because I just love the color palette. It's super bright, bold, colorful, and honestly, a pretty large set. I think also I saw down here, yeah, this Emma's school set right here. So I have one of these already that I bought, I think during like a VIP weekend or something, but I'm holding on to it because I'm gonna get a second one at some point. And I wanna do a very specific build that I saw on Rebrickable that's like a mock. That looks amazing, but it requires two of the sets. So that's a potential for today, but I don't really know if that's what we're gonna end up settling on. what else do they have? Oh, they also have this really cool like theater, which turns into that much like awesome looking building. Like I love the look of the front of that building. The theater itself is really cool for opening up into that, but like I'd probably keep it closed. That looks really cool too. I also just like the colors in the Friends sets continue to delight me. See what we got in City though. Now, if they have roads, I'm definitely gonna pick some up. Although I will say, I definitely wanna eventually put some track into my city. Not anytime soon, we don't have it set up for that, but I'd really, really like to. Oh, look at this train though. This is a cool one as well, and I love that green color tone. That looks super rad. So I think this box set, which is pretty neat. Ooh, it has actually lights in it. I've only had one set so far that's had lights in it, and it was amazing. It's the blacksmith shop, and the actual like blacksmith works really, really well. But I don't know, this one's pretty cool. They also have a bunch of city things and some stunt stuff, which I'm not super fond of. They also have a bunch of dots, and then we get into some of the modulars, which I would love to get, as well as some of these actually Marvel ones. I realized these aren't all just modulars, these are the Marvel. But this one is, I think, modular. And this is one I definitely want to add to the city. It may not fit exactly, but yeah, it's gonna be super cool. I love the Sanctum Sanctorum. I almost forgot the name of it. But yeah, that one looks really cool. There's also all of this rad Ninjago stuff, which I just also think is really cool. Would probably go very well with my Monkey Kid things. Like, for example, that city piece there, the city gardens, I really want to get this one. Like, of all of the Ninjago things that I've seen that's currently available, this is the one that speaks to me the most because I totally think it would work with everything I've gotten for the Monkey Kid so far and end up making a really cool, like, Asian portion of the city later on down the line, which I really, really like the idea of because, well, I mean, you guys probably know this, I'm a massive weeb, and this just speaks to me on an aesthetic level. Plus, again, they get really good colors. Like Monkey Kid, Ninjago, and the Friends all get really cool colors. I think it's because they use a lot of these blues and purples, but I freaking love it. It's really, really good.
How's it going?
It's going quite well. We have found plenty of plates that we can put on the tops of our Mills plates. I'm getting these blue ones for our big ship that we have from Monkey Kid. And then we're getting a bunch of greens and browns for the fair because I'm gonna use these as like the foundation of dirt paths. And then obviously green because we want a bunch of grass. So it's going very well. We're pushing together just a bunch of plates. I'm also gonna grab some of these dark brown or dark gray ones for roads or sidewalks potentially, just anything that might be gray. And then I think there's also some lighter tan ones that I want to get a little further down as well. So there's actually quite a number of great bricks for us to find today at the Pick-a-Brick. We are on the other side of the store now. We've got a bunch of Harry Potter stuff, which I am not super interested in. I fell out of love with Harry Potter with all of the stuff that happened with J.K. Rowling, and I'm just not fond of it. Although I will say, this one's pretty cool, and I might find some mocks because there's some really good mocks for some of these particular builds. Like the castle, for example, turns into just a totally, I don't remember if it's a museum or a different type of castle, but they basically make it not the Hogwarts castle, but using all of those pieces, and it just looks so cool. And I really want to do that. We also have some Super Mario products, which I have experimented with a little bit in the fact that I've gifted them to my nephew, but I've not actually tried any of them myself. The Luigi's Mansion stuff, though, is the stuff that kind of appeals to me right now the most if I were to get these, but it's probably something I'm gonna pass on. Oh, look at that little guy. I like this purple dude. That looks really cool. But yeah, I am probably gonna pass on these for right now just because, well, they don't really fit. Although, oh my God, look at this giant Bowser. He's playing Mario, he's playing Super Mario. This is how he wins. I believe in you, Bowser. You can do it. You can beat the levels and you can beat yourself at the end and actually win this game. And then you will be the champion. All right, we've also got some Minecraft stuff, which is cool, but not really my jam. Although some of the pieces are neat. Like, I really like the llama. I do think that one's pretty rad, but really, we want to look at some of these Star Wars sets because we've got a fairly substantial collection of Star Wars sets going right now, mostly because of the army building, but also because we really like the ships. We haven't bought any of the super big ones yet. Like, we don't have the AT-AT, and I think we want to get it. I don't know if we're going to get the Razor Crest. I will say that for because like we have a smaller one, and I just don't know if this one quite fits the scale we're wanting to go for, but we'll end up seeing. Now, I do think we want to get some of these. I've been tempted to get another one of these because I really like this set. It'll add to our clone troopers, and I actually dig the heck out of that tank. I love the way that it walks, like the way that those legs actually move is really cool, and it's so stable. Like, holy cow, is it stable. But I do think this is something that I might be getting today. I know we've been wanting to do a little bit of army building for the non-clones, so we'll get some for the stormtroopers, and these snow dudes actually look pretty cool. So yeah, we might grab one of these. I'm gonna go ahead and just grab that now because I think it's definitely something I'm gonna want. They also have a variety of speed and Technic builds, which have been really intriguing to me. Like, I love the look of some of these. In particular, like this one's really cool with the lime green and black decals. I just think it's really slick looking, but I actually really dig that blue car too. I'm not as fond of the Jeep that comes with it, or the, what is it, a Ford GT, but I really like this blue car here. I just think it's very, very pretty. I might end up getting one of these. I'm debating between that and some of the Technic builds, because I've done one of those already, and I really enjoyed it. It was super honestly complicated, but very rewarding. And like, honestly, this all-terrain vehicle looks right. Is that a, oh my God, you guys, look, it's a chainsaw. I love how Lego likes to say that they don't want to put weapons in their sets and everything, but they have so many weapons now in a lot of their kits. And I'm not just talking about the Star Wars ones, but like, I mean, there's a chainsaw. I know it's technically not a weapon, but you can totally use it as one. And it just cracks me up with how much like things there are that could hurt somebody in these sets now. We also have a variety of like their higher end sets, which are really cool, but I don't really think are what I'm looking for at this time. Like I will admit, we have this Sonic because we, well, not I, but the Chaos Cultist is a massive Sonic fan, and so he got this one. It's actually adorable, and I really like them. They just don't work for what I'm specifically trying to build right now. However, that typewriter is really cool and is one that I do want to get. I also actually very much dig the flower bouquets. Like this succulents piece is super cute. I actually really like the orchids. The main flower bouquet is pretty, but a little bit too busy for me. And unfortunately, I'm not seeing the other main one that I would want, which is the Birds of Paradise. That's actually the main one that I want, but honestly, that succulent one is pretty tempting. And then over here, we have a couple of the actual modulars, some more of the creator sets, as well as the Lion Knight's Castle, which is sitting currently in my room, waiting to be built, but I'm a little scared too because, guys, it's like 4,514 pieces. That's a lot. That's a lot. It's probably gonna take me like a week to build, and I'll probably have the Chaos Cultist help me, but ooh, I like this creator set as well. That's a really cool one. Maybe that will be on the list. I don't really know, but first let's head back to the Pick-a-Brick and help Chaos Cultist with that. Guys, worry not. I have found the final Christmas tree, so we're gonna make sure to grab this one. Hey guys. We are back from the Lego store, so let's go ahead and actually talk about what I ended up getting. Now, the main objective for why we went was to go to the Pick-a-Brick, but of course, that's not all we bought because it's me and I have a spending problem sometimes, and there were a couple things that I really needed to get. And there was actually a couple things that the Chaos Cultist needed to get as well.
I wanted the VIP things as well.
Exactly. I did too. So
we had to spend $170 to get the VIP thing.
Exactly.
And
then we found some other things that we needed. That's all that happened. So let's go ahead and go over what we needed. First, Chaos Cultist is doing a little bit of army building for his Star Wars legions. Honestly, because we also have been kind of deliberating on using Lego Minifigs and also some of the ships and scenes as actual Star Wars Legion units and actually running Star Wars Legion games like that. So in that, what is the word I'm looking for? Essence? No, that's probably not it, but what?
vein.
Yes, in that vein, we ended up picking up these, I think they're called like command packs or battle packs. I'm not 100% sure of the name, but they're 2 Hoth battle packs for the Chaos Cultist army building. Now, start talking a little bit more about we also ended up getting this Star Wars pack as well, exactly for the same reason, because Chaos Cultist is doing a little bit of army building, and we had those plans for Star Wars Legion. So that's what he got, but we're actually here to talk about what I wanted to get, and that's pretty much the rest of this bag. So I really dominated this shopping spree, which kind of tends to happen, but it's of Lego City, and we needed to get some Lego City stuff, and we also needed to get our VIP things. So first and foremost, I got some Technic cars. These are like a little bit large, I think technically for the city, but we've built a couple of Technic things already, and I've been really enjoying it. They're challenging, I will admit, because like you have to be really super careful when you're building these things to make sure that you're exactly following the instructions, because if you don't and you mess up, a mechanism may not work near the end, and then you have to just completely undo it all, because that's what we had to do with one thing that we were building earlier.
Are you mocking me?
No, I'm not mocking you.
Are you bringing up my failure?
No.
My absolute abject waste of time?
No, it wasn't a waste of time. It meant that I got to try Technic for the first time. But that's kind of what happened, is a mistake was made, and then we refixed it, and everything's good now. But what I'm saying is be careful when you're building Technic. But these actually looked really cool, and I love the color scheme. Like, that's the main reason I bought them, is I just like black and green.
Those aren't technically Technic anyway.
Oh, you're right, they're the speed. Sorry, I lied. These aren't Technic at all. But I think they end up having a lot of Technic pieces in the car build, so pretend that all of what I just said was still actually relevant. All right, so I got that. Let's keep moving on. Now, we have been debating what we're doing for our holiday this year, and we've decided that because of how we're actually giving gifts to each other, we're going to just use this Lego Christmas tree as our Christmas tree. And I'm actually very, very excited about that, because it's just super cute. Like, I saw it in the store the last time we were there, just was debating it, didn't get it. And this time I was like, you know what, screw it, that's what we're doing. We're getting this Lego Christmas tree, because then we don't have to worry about our cats trying to eat the tree, which happens every year. Just every year, they either climb into it or try to eat it. And when it's plastic, because we both kind of have a little bit of a pine allergy, that's really not great. So we're just gonna avoid that entirely by having a different type of plastic tree, one that they can't eat, or at least not tempted to chew as much. So we got that. Then we also got, for the Lego City, this blister pack, or the whatever battle pack thing that they call them. I don't know if they call them battle packs when they talk about the city versions, but I have this little 3-pack of some just city figures. This one specifically has scooters, which is really relevant just to like my area, because in a lot of the major cities, there's just a bunch of those free or the app rideable scooter services like Lime and all those kinds of things. E-scooters, yes. And so because I'm kind of basing my city vaguely off of my like area that I live in, this felt really relevant, and I thought, you know what, we need more minifigs for the city, why not get this little pack? So we bought that. And then the main reason we actually went to the store, other than, you know, to claim our VIP goodies, we needed to go to the Pick-a-Brick. So we got 5 different big containers of Pick-a-Bricks. In this first one, we put a lot of the long 1 by, I think they're 10s, of the light gray, and then I filled a little bit with some green pieces, just to have a little bit of like things to build onto my Mills plate as I'm doing some landscaping. But these gray pieces are primarily for curbs, because we want to have basically like sidewalks along all of our roads and everything. We thought these would be really good pieces for that. So that's that first jar. For this next one, we got a variety of kind of like miscellaneous things. I ended up getting some of those gray pieces like I talked about. Then I got these, I found these half circle pieces in this light lime green, or not lime green, but olive green color tone, and I really, really like it. And the reason I grabbed quite a few of them is I don't even know if I'm gonna end up using them in my city as much, but I kind of want to use them as bases for Nurgle beasts, because I think like if you put them together, you could create, you know, a circular shape, and then you could build it up and create an actual Nurgle, like Beast of Nurgle. And I just think that would be really fun to sculpt out of Lego. So that was sort of my idea with that. And then we got a couple of other like miscellaneous pieces in this one. Ooh, knocking into the bag. Then in this one, we got a variety that we're going to be using for our Mills plates. At the bottom, I just kind of filled it with a couple of like small little 1 1x1 pieces, I guess. But the rest of it is blues and greens that we're gonna be using on our Mills plate. And then for the last two, we got green stuff for our Mills plate filled with miscellaneous fire and other just small pieces. I grabbed a bunch of like these purple pieces because I have been building a ton of friend sets, and a lot of the friend sets come with like the magenta pieces, the purple pieces, and of all the various shades, and a lot of like light blues and a lot of pastel color tones. And I don't feel like I see that super often on the brick wall. So whenever I do see pops of that color, I'm like, yes, I'm grabbing those just to be able to mix into my environments for that. And then in this last one, we got a bunch of nougat. I said it correctly. I was calling this color nugget earlier today, and Chaos Cultist was like, are you not doing that ironically? I'm like, no, is that not what it's called? And it was like, no, it's nougat. So nougat pieces, which I'm going to be using as the path along all of the Ren Fair like grounds and everything. So where all of the stalls are set up, and probably amongst where the like food trucks and everything that I've already built, those are going to be the dirt paths that I'm going to build around all of the green, and I think it's going to look really, really cool. I'm very excited for it. So that is primarily what we got at our Pick-a-Brick. Now, the other reason we went was to claim our VIP things. So we ended up getting the Santa, oops, let me turn it this way, the Santa house, which was honestly the main thing that I was wanting, which is, this is the thing that you need to spend, I think, 150 for. And we totally knocked that out of the ballpark. So we definitely got our little prize. And I already have the elf set that you could get previously, and these are supposed to connect together. So I'm going to have, between my Lego Christmas tree and this set and the one I've already built, I'm actually gonna have this like cute, small little Lego scene going on for Christmas. And that's honestly perfect for me because I love the idea of a Christmas village, but I don't kind of want to jump into that because I'm already just working on a city, and I feel like, you know what, that's enough for right now. So this gives me some semblance of that without having to go really deep. So, and I also get a bunch of other things on top of it because you have to spend in order to get this. That's how they draw you in. That's why the VIP program is both great and also probably going to be very bad for my wallet over the years. And then we also got a couple of other goodies in some poly bags. One, I think, has this cute little train, which I actually had bought recently for myself while I was waiting on a dentist appointment to start because I was bored and I needed something to build. So I just bought this little kit. Didn't realize I was going to get it for free with purchase at the Lego store. But now I have two of them, and that's actually kind of cool because now I'll have a little bit of a longer train. And I need to see if I can actually find if these fit onto any kind of rails that Lego makes, or if it is just a little display toy piece. And then we also got this VIP little bag with a bunch of different pieces in it. I've gotten this bag, I think, twice. I think we've gotten it like 3 or 4 times at this point because of some online ordering and some in-store shopping we've done.
I forgot about the in-store one.
Yes. So I think we've gotten it at least 3 times, maybe 4 times. I'm gonna have the biggest pig farm, you guys, on my farm area around my Ren Fair. It's gonna be amazing because this bag comes with like 6 of them, and I've gotten it so many times. So we're gonna have a lot of those. And then they actually had the VIP coasters back in stock, which is not Lego at all, but they are like Lego head shaped. And we got one of these previously. They're actually really cute and quite like durable. So now I can put some, honestly, probably in my hobby room, so I can actually put my drinks on it and not get it water all over my table. That would be lovely. So yeah, I'll probably be using this in the hobby room. And that is what we got from the Lego store. Now, let's head to Bricks and Minifigs. Monkey Kid! Your face. No, I always forget the lyrics. Monkey Kid! Singing so we don't get copyright because I don't remember the lyrics. Na, 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 na,
Monkey Kid!
Monkey Kid! Woo! Monkey Kid! Excellent. Yes.
That went.
Exactly how you expected it to be?
It went away.
Bricks and Minifigs is a retail store that buys, sells, and trades Lego bricks much in the same way that a friendly local game store might buy, sell, or trade Magic, Pokemon, or even Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And I kind of love this about them because it is going to be a huge blessing, I think, as I continue to work on my Lego city. This place has a ton of already pre-built modulars as well as mocks that you can buy, and it's a lot cheaper than getting them in box because I swear some of the value in Lego is all in those boxes. But the main reason that I came here today is not for any of that kind of material. I am looking for minifigs. I want to shop around, see what they have available, because I've got a lot of pieces for my city already, but I don't really have a population to fill that city. And that is the main focus today. I'm specifically wanting to get stuff for my Ren Fair, but I might be doing a little bit of army building as well to continue that Star Wars theme that I've had throughout the video already. So let's go ahead and look around the store and see what I can find.
What are you doing?
I am trying to find a minifigure that will represent me in my city. I have had such a hard time finding any purple hair, but I have found this sort of like lilac hair color tone that's longer. So I'm gonna go with this because this is like the only thing that I've found in purple that's this long. So now I'm searching through the tops and the bottoms, and I'm going to put together a little minifigure, and I am very much looking forward to it because I want to add her to my city, possibly in the blacksmith's town. I haven't really decided, like I might steal that as like our house or something, but who knows. But we're gonna search for a figure. So I'm gonna keep looking through this and see if I find any cool tops and bottoms for me to wear.
Hey guys, I just wanted to jump in and let you know that I've recently started live streaming. So if you never want to miss those, or if you've been enjoying the content you're watching today, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for notifications. Now, let's go ahead and jump back to the video. All right, we are back from Bricks and Minifigs, and I actually entirely bought minifigs because my main objective with going there was actually to just get minifigs. We did a lot of like brick purchasing at the actual Lego store. So I really wanted to start focusing on filling the Ren Fair, finding some characters for that, and also to search for a figure that might represent me. I am having such a hard time, you guys, finding any characters with long, dark purple hair. I have found some pastel hair color, which is what I ended up getting, and I'll show you that in a second. But I found mostly like dark purple, but short hair, or just like, just not a lot of purple. Where's the purple hair, Lego? All right, but what I did find for myself in the Build-A-Figure is I got this cute little girl. So I really do actually like the shape of her hair. It's not quite the color I'd go for, but it's the best thing that I can find so far. So I went ahead and got that. I actually liked her shirt because even though I don't wear these lighter color tones too much, it's got a it's a purple shirt with a silver star on it. And then I just got her some printed pants because I feel like anytime I can get printed pants and make it work, I will. And this I thought worked very, very well. I also decided to, because they had the option to give her a couple accessories. So I grabbed this gold gauntlet because I wanted to use it in the medieval build. And then I grabbed a walkie-talkie because I figured somebody at the Ren Fair could have that and use it to, you know, as the security force and everything. So that's what I got there. Now let's talk about some of the other pre-built stuff that we got.
Which I think is mostly what I wanted.
Yes, but there's a lot of stuff that I wanted too. So we've been collecting a small amount of the Muppet minifigs, and we got some gentlemen to join some guys that we actually got out of the blind boxes. Yeah, we got Beaker, and then I don't remember which one this is. It's Walt or
Statland and Waldorf. I'm forgetting their names.
I don't remember their names, but basically we have
the old men who made fun of the show from the raft or from the balconies.
Exactly. So we got the other one, so we made sure to get this guy so we had their partner because we just felt like it was important. And then Beaker's just really, really cool. I mean, look at his little beaker. It's awesome. So we got them.
And we have Bunsen.
Yes, and we do have Bunsen. So we needed him to go.
And if I'm getting those names swapped, we have both of them now.
We have both of them now. Whatever it is, we do have them now. Because we talked earlier about how we've been doing some army building for our Star Wars minifigs, we actually added to that. We got a couple of these droidicas, which look super cool. Like, I actually really like them. I think of all of the droid minifigs, in my personal opinion, these are the coolest ones. I don't know. I've always really liked these boys because they roll around, and that just really amused me. So we got a couple of them, which was very important to both of us.
We also got an Anakin because we actually don't have one, and we felt like it was important for us to have because we're collecting the 501st, and we really, wanted to have an Anakin to go with them. So we grabbed an Anakin. And then we also got, where are you? I don't remember which type of droid this is.
That's a commando captain.
Okay, we got a commando captain, which I think is just really rad. I think we have some knockoff ones that we bought to do our little bit of our droid building because they're droids. But we actually
want to invest a bunch in droids.
We didn't want to invest a bunch in droids because it's a cool army to have, but it's not really one that's like super important to either of us. We just like having it as the force that's fighting our clones. But we figured we should get at least one like legit one, so we had this guy. And then I think that is it for the Star Wars that we got. Now, we also got a couple more people to go into the Ren Fair. First, I found this woman who I think she's the crazy cat lady.
Yes.
From the Lego movie. She comes with a cat with a mohawk, which is perfect because I have a second cat with a mohawk now. The actual cat in Monkey Kid that is with, I forget his name, but the big blue guy, that's the monk.
The Kappa.
The Kappa. The one that's on the ship. He has a feline friend who also has a mohawk, but it's a blue kitty, and now I have a orangey kitty.
I'm amazed by the fact that the Mohawk cat was not an original piece to Monkey Kid.
I know, right? Like, this is amazing. And then I also just thought this woman looked like a badass. Like, look how cool that is. She looks pretty cool to me, and I figured she felt very Ren Fair-esque because she's kind of got armor on. And she literally is wearing armor. So I just figured that would work. And then next to her was a character that I actually didn't recognize as the character that it is. I just thought it was some steampunk dude. But it's steampunk Lincoln. Is that not amazing? I got this because I just wanted a steampunk person for a Ren Fair. He's definitely going to, both of these figures are totally going to be working one of the booths at the Ren Fair. Probably selling either steampunk-esque stuff or just being armor smiths or something and just being, but steampunking it up because they're also that kind of nerd. Because I just feel like you always see folks like that at Ren Fairs and I love seeing them. Sometimes I wish I could be them. And then I just felt these two were appropriate for it. So Lincoln's joining the Ren Fair. And then we also got, because I feel like it's gonna be impossible for us to find the, just by getting the blind boxes itself, we got this cardboard robot figure from, I don't remember what series it's from specifically. 22, from the 22 Minifig series.
20s.
Yes. So because we weren't sure if we were going to be able to get more of those bags super easily, and we didn't want to risk getting a huge number of repeats. We just saw this one for fairly inexpensively. So we were like, yeah, let's grab it. And I figured, honestly, at some point she'll end up in the city. But yeah, that is what we ended up getting from Bricks and Minifigs. All right, that has been it for our Lego shopping adventure. I hope you enjoyed following along, and make sure that you tune in next week as we get the first official look at my Lego city, or at least the Ren Fair that I've been working on. So I'm really excited to share it with you guys, so do make sure you're subscribed for that so you don't miss it. And before we head out, I just wanted to give a huge thank you to my patrons. Without your guys' support, we would not be doing this, so thank you very, very much. Now, I have been Angela, and hope you have a wonderful hobby night.